Well, a very good day or otherwise time appropriate greetings to you folks here on Speed Gaming 4. Welcome to our next race in the Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer 2022 tournament, second round of Swiss. We got a good one for you today, folks. Today on air, we've got MrMiguel and Schwartz Gandhi showing their stuff for you. I am Captain ND, and this race today, I am joined by Samuel6710. How you doing today?
I'm doing lovely. I'm really excited to see this race. I've seen really good things from both these players, and just really excited to see what's in Mining Plaza, as always.
That and the good old progressive grapple in Portal Access A. That seems to be a meme for the most part as of late, but
Oh, always.
yeah, no, there's these two runners are nothing short of spectacular. Miguel recently acquiring a couple of world records in Echoes and Corruption. So definitely a master of movement in that regard. Schwartz Gandhi, I haven't personally seen a whole lot of, but based on what you're telling me, it's going to be a fantastic show, and I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely. I've seen his practice. He's been warming up a lot, and just really excited to see how this turns out.
Indeed, and the race time room has been set off. We will now begin the festivities. No special settings today, so your typical early start. We are now going to start in Great Temple, where we will now see our first progressive grapple.
Most likely.
I was joking!
Well then.
Oh, it's space jump.
Oh yeah, look at that. Close enough. Immediate morph system and temple rounds.
All right, morph ball system. That's probably actually that could be that's probably main power. I mean, actually,
or main PBs,
yeah. I'm gonna say main PBs. Ooh, I see what Miguel's doing here is manipulating the splinters to kind of group up here, because if they're close enough, they can take some splash damage.
Pretty clever. He's done some recent lab work with manipulating AI.
Well, credit where it's due. At this point, I can do a few secretless things, a couple of out of bounds, and that's it. Now, with Space Jump immediately available, we're going to see if our runners decide to hop over the barrier and make this fight an absolute cakewalk. And yeah, you can see the results of that manipulation already coming into play here. Miguel's got a bit of a lead up on Alpha Splinter, although has taken a few possibly unintentional direct hits to the face.
Yeah, you got slapped there a little bit by Alpha Splinter. Really loves to just get in your face.
Wow, Alpha Splinter not having progression, a rarity, I assure you. That's a Dark Ammo tank up in Transport B access.
Now, looking like we probably will find progression in Temple Assembly Site.
Yeah, if it's not Temple Assembly Site, then it's the elevator. Space Jump by itself is already our opening to the front door of Aegon. And there's a grapple in Temple. Grapple question mark? I think that's a grapple in Temple Assembly Site.
Yes. Early grapple beam. You'll have to see it.
Yeah. This is getting a little ridiculous. Like, we split progressive grapples so that screw attack wouldn't be in the first 5 minutes like it's been almost all the time, and it's still showing up in the first 5 minutes, most of the time, to be fair. Not every time, most of the time.
Yeah, late screw attack is definitely a novelty here in these races, but I imagine the runners appreciate it having it nice and early.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Space Jump makes it nice and easy, too, for this early part, because you don't have to worry about the crate and all that jazz. Life support system in a Cursed Lake, that could be important.
Let's hope not. find many PBs here? I wonder. Ooh, major upgrade any concept. Oh, we find missile launcher in the elevator here.
Ooh, and Miguel's going to take that and make a quick detour back towards Storage Cavern B to grab the item in there before dipping Aegon. Not a bad idea. But yeah, missiles also do give you access to Aegon Temple, so not having to dig for a missile expansion, a lucky missile expansion, will be a bit of a break.
Ooh.
Oh, there's your morph ball system. Yeah, and Schwartz Gandhi is going to go in to Aegon without that. Now, bombs also gives Miguel one more check in communications area, so he's electing to grab that first. Which I definitely think isn't a bad idea. Generally, the game likes to stack progression one behind the other, so when you get bombs before Aegon, it's not a bad idea to go check like Hive Chamber B and Comm area, just in case. It can be a bit of a walk, but it's Randomizer, you know. If the logic says something can be there, it'll be there.
Oh yeah. It will waste your time as much as it wants.
Randomizer does not care about the journey, only that it can be made.
Although I feel like these morph ball bombs that Miguel now has is definitely going to come in handy when going through Aegon.
We're seeing Schwartz Gandhi do a quick detour to go check the item in Transport Center. Without bombs, I can see the idea in doing this, especially considering that bombs are now currently locking Dark Beam.
Yeah, wow. Okay. That's definitely big for Miguel.
Yeah, so that requires a dip into Dark Aegon first, but otherwise that's a pretty free Dark Beam today. But yeah, with bombs in tow, Miguel's going to go into Aegon. Schwartz Gandhi has the knowledge of Dark Beam. We'll see if Miguel decides to make that detour to check Transport Center.
Most likely immediately going to go to Portal Access A and then Bomb Guardian. Could be on Bomb Guardian. I want to say that Bomb Guardian could have Screw Attack or main PBs, but I want to say more so Screw Attack personally.
I have no idea what that is in Mining Plaza. What is that looking up in Mining Station A? That looks like a missile tank.
That does look like a missile. I believe it is.
I want to say that's a beam ammo tank in Mining Plaza, but I'm honestly not 100% sure. Alright, so we are seeing what that major in Aegon Temple is courtesy of Schwartz Gandhi, while Miguel's going to go for Portal Access A.
Makes sense. Mostly, I'm also going to check what's in where the Dark Beam is, but I'll go to backtrack for that.
And for once, there's not a progressive grapple in Portal Access A.
Well, the meme is dead, people.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely a missile tank in Mining Station A. Alright, our major in Temple is the Amber Translator. Definitely something you want to see early on in your Aegon dive.
That's definitely going to come in handy.
Schwartz taking advantage of the fact that a slope space jump is just enough to get you out of Aegon Temple. Logically, even, too.
Yes. However, Miguel is no longer going to need to mess with that, since he managed to pick up bombs back in Temple grounds.
And yeah, it looks like Schwartz's first stop is to read the hint and check Sand Cache. A beam can be found in Doomed Entry, and we know it's not dark. Now, that's actually very interesting information for Schwartz Gandhi, because He now knows that that is definitely Annihilator or Light, which is a way out of Dark Labs.
Going to need to grab that Dark Beam in order to get there, however.
Sandcash not progression either for a change. Okay, Seed. Seed's just throwing all sorts of changes to the norm today. I like it.
Yeah. We've got a Rebel on our hands.
Should be noted that Baja generated this, so
Yes, so all the blame can go towards Baja now.
blame. I give thanks. Ooh, we just got a hint that Echo Visor is an Incash 1 locked by Light Beam, so if you're the runners, you want Light Beam in Doomed Entry. Alright, Schwartz Gandhi's going to make a detour back to Mining Plaza to read the hint there. And this is probably a DMT play.
Yeah, most likely going to backtrack to Temple Grounds. Still a lot left to do there.
We'd like to warn the audience that Dark Aether's atmosphere is dangerous and that energized safe zones don't last forever.
Yeah, very pertinent information. I'm sure the runners are taking notes as we speak.
Alright, Miguel is going to go ahead and open up this door to Command Center just in case.
They're going to be opting to check there now. Putting off Dark Aeon for the time being.
I can understand this because with bombs, you do get a free quick check of Command Center at the very least, and I would wager Miguel knows a thing or two about scan dashing and extended dashing for Central Mining Station. So this is two relatively quick checks before dipping Dark Aegon, and right now we, in Miguel's mind, he doesn't know about Spider Ball or Dark Beam. So, in his mind, doing this now and hoping Spider Ball and Dark Beam show up first, so that way you can full clear the first part of Dark Aegon, I think I see the logic here.
Yeah, definitely. Miguel's routing is really showing here. Schwartz is also going to be making his way over to Central Mining Station here.
Interesting. So not going back to Temple Grounds just yet. But yeah, what we're going to see Miguel do is BSJ up to the top of the cannons, scan dash over to the central platform here, and then just decide to nope on out because the item was apparently not great.
Fair enough. Oh, also going to reload the room to grab the hint then.
It looked like it was a missile tank. Interesting, yeah. With Schwartz knowing about Dark Beam, it's very interesting that he chooses this play to go to Labs. Missile-related upgrade in Battleground. That could be Seekers. Yeah, because without... Yeah, Schwartz Gandhi's basically locked out here. Doesn't have means to get Command Center. There's a lot of things that can get you Command Center. Bombs, Screw Attack, Boost Ball even works. Power Bombs, but you got to be a bit careful if your ammo's low.
Yeah. Looking like definitely going to see a backtrack for Temple Grounds, I'm assuming.
That's pretty much the only place Schwartz Gandhi can go. That being said, Miguel's probably going to spend some extra time here in Dark Aegon. So if Schwartz Gandhi manages to find anything else... Although that being said, there really wasn't anything else in... The only thing Schwartz Gandhi can really get that would make life easier ahead of Miguel possibly is Hive Chamber B.
That could have something.
Oh, and Miguel just didn't even have to bother checking Transport Center. There you go.
We got a hint for right next.
So yeah, Miguel now knows Dark Beam is where it is, so is actually probably going to make a quick pit stop to go get it before doing a full Dark Aegon dive in order to check in Cache 4 in one fell swoop. Now, if Schwartz happens to get main power bombs in Hive Chamber A, that would be a bit of a break and would save on efficient routing, not having to come back for Hive Chamber B later.
We
Ooh,
may see
Miguel.
that.
Miguel expertly picking up the 10 drop there before getting the portal cutscene. Not too bad.
Nice little bit of movement there. But now that I have the knowledge on 2 beams, we're definitely going to be able to see a lot of stuff get opened up pretty quickly. Not going to be opting to do the bomb slot immediately.
Alright, Miguel is now going to go ahead and perform standard trial tunnel procedures. Yeah, very interesting that he chooses not to get Dark Beam here, and unfortunately it's just a missile tank on DMT.
That's going to be a lengthy walk towards the other checks.
Yeah, and it looked like it was a missile tank in trial tunnel, which Miguel is going to grab here in the interest of just having some extra ammo, because at the moment our missile count is not brilliant.
We do have enough to abuse the drops, but more is always better.
Especially going up against Jump Guardian, where 14 missiles is actually ideal here. Because 14 times 80, if I'm not mistaken, is about 1120. Yeah, it's 1120 damage, which is just enough for Jump Guardian.
That's...
Because if I'm not mistaken, Jump Guardian has 1100 HP.
I believe that is correct. Schwartz going to be welcome to start. Finally going to be checking the rest of Temple rounds, it looks like.
Yeah, Schwartz Gandhi is going to happen upon
Multiple bombs in the storage cavern.
yeah, and probably go straight for communications area afterwards. Unfortunately, with no sign of Screw Attack or main power bombs, GFMC is very much a dangerous play right now.
Yeah. Just a missile Jump Guardian. Oh,
Oh, I missed that. What was in Junction Site?
that looks like a cannonball or boost ball.
All right. Well, we do need... we are eventually going to need some form of boost. Yeah, this is why I think MrMiguel went into labs first before diving Dark Aegon, just in case, because now that we know Junction Site is progression, he would have liked to have picked up Spider Ball before coming in. But now we're going to see Schwartz Gandhi go back for Hive Chamber B as predicted.
Yeah, finally going to be grabbing those more ball bombs.
Alright, that looked like a missile tank up top in Crossroads.
Yeah, now we're finally going to be seeing that Dark Beam, and assuming we're going to head into labs after that.
And remember how I said if Schwartz Gandhi's going to pick anything up, it's going to be Hive Chamber B? Well, he just found a suit.
That is convenient, but doesn't apparently unlock anything just yet.
Although with alright, so yeah, Miguel's going to get Dark Beam now. Boost being spider locked is a bit of a wonky... That's a wonky spot for Boost, because Boost would be nice to get into Crossroads with Dark Beam. Be a slightly faster way into Dark Aegon. And yeah, Miguel is going to forego in cash, or at least is going to take a safety save first. Oh, nope, Miguel is going to... This is probably... Oh, nope. I thought Miguel was going to be heading back to Temple Grounds, but he might still be just checking the mining the mining plaza hint. Never mind. Alright, so it looks like... I think Miguel might be going to mine shaft here.
Nope, looks like labs.
Actually, labs with Dark Beam makes a lot of sense. You can do pretty much everything there except storage C and sand processing.
Yeah, especially with that beam in there. It's really going to open up, I want to say, essentially everything.
Yeah, because historically, the game seems to like to drop Light Beam a little on the later side now in these seeds, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's Annihilator in Doomed Entry. That is a red key in Command Center, and it belongs to a Morbus.
We've been seeing a lot of early Dark Aegon keys. I wonder if we will, once again, find it required on Morbus.
Where was the other Aegon key that Miguel found? Did we see a second Aegon key?
We did. Not sure where it was.
Yeah, I think what we're going to see here is Miguel might, at least what I would do in this scenario, and I think Aaron agrees with me here, is go to Doomed Entry first, get the beam. Regardless, you have a way out. Interesting. The cutscene didn't trigger. Oh, I guess it triggers when you unmorph.
Oh, yes. You're probably right.
Got rid of the cutscene already? How does one get rid of the cutscene? Just by triggering the door?
Okay, there is Light Beam.
Okay, Light Beam is nice. Light Beam is nice because now you can go check Battleground real quick. And what is that, a missile tank? Yeah. Walk over the gate, then reload the room. Okay. I'm going to have to remember that. Because I keep forgetting how to do that quickly.
Interesting bit of tech. Schwartz finally making his way over to Dark Aegon.
Yeah, we'll see if Schwartz, if he decides to go pick up Dark Beam and then nope out and go check in Cache 4 immediately, or if he decides to follow along Miguel's process here.
I was thinking for a little bit there, but definitely going to grab Dark Beam first and foremost.
And yeah, there's that.
Randomizer.
Yeah, we've already seen the hint for that as well, so...
Interesting to see it placed there.
Yeah, that is an early Echo Visor for sure. And a hinted Echo Visor usually indicates it's required, and historically, usually the Annihilator Echo checks like Sentinel's Path or Main Gyro Chamber tend to show up a lot in that case. Although, Miguel is going to be kind of having to play it real safe. Not safe per se, but really have to watch out for drops right now, courtesy of not having the suit from Mining Station B that Schwartz Gandhi does. So, Schwartz Gandhi is going to have a much easier time zipping through Dark Aegon.
I'm going to be cleaning up all of Dark Labs to see out. Interesting.
Well, there's nothing else to clean up in Dark Labs, in Miguel's case.
Oh, wait, you're right.
Interesting that Miguel's checking this without fighting Dark Samus. Alright, so with our current equipment, having Dark or Light is pretty optimal here. Light actually does, Charged Light actually does the best neutral damage, which Dark Samus doesn't have any special weaknesses to Dark or Light. Wow, actually got a missile off. Pretty rare that Dark Samus opens up like that for to a missile hit.
That was a really good fight.
That was pretty good. Schwartz Gandhi is checking in Cache 4 to see if that is progression, and it is not. It is another dark ammo tank.
And there we go. All of the amorphous keys are now collected.
That is both concerning and exciting at the same time. Do you see something glowing like a Christmas tree?
You know what? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that could be. Ooh, more correlated there.
Ooh, that could be important. Oh, it's definitely not main power bombs.
Let's pray and hope that it's not Spider Ball.
Yeah, well, it can't
Actually,
be.
it couldn't be Spider Ball.
Yeah, and if that is boost in junction site, then that's a dead hit. But yeah, folks, main power bombs and main reactor. We either need, logically, we need boost ball and spider ball, or in Miguel's case, boost ball can do without boost ball because you could do a BSJ up into the standable terrain on the top of those gates on the other side of the room. Alternatively, you can screw attack into the, if we get a second grapple, you can screw attack into the tunnel at the end of the path. So, a couple of ways to get it.
There's also a roll jump in combination with the slope jump and crossing the bars with standable terrain. There's a lot of ways to get it, but yes, that was actually the first way I figured out how to do that. You roll jump off the middle pillar and jump onto the edge where the Luminoth corpse is, and you slope jump off it to kind of walk along the bars.
Interesting. Alright, looks like Schwartz Gandhi ended up triggering Jump Guardian a little early here, but still had a relatively smooth fight. Alright, so far, the only two things coming out of labs were the hinted Dark and Light Beam, nothing else in particular, and it looks like Miguel wasn't interested in checking bioenergy production, or Storage B for that matter. And he is making this detour now back to, I assume this is in Cache 4. This might even be a Morbus.
Yeah, Morbus here wouldn't be unbelievable, given that we now have Light Beam, especially.
Yeah, I remember in my race versus Arrow Razor in round 1, we had to fight at least I had to fight a Morbus with no special equipment. I think Arrow Razor had at least super missiles, but...
I do recall that.
Yeah, I had to fight with no special equipment, and that is painful. Very painful.
Certainly.
But yeah, Schwartz Gandhi having a much easier time with this now, courtesy of having Dark Suit already. It looks like Schwartz Gandhi did Jump Guardian first before Trial Tunnel. Yeah. Generally not recommended, just for the sake of it's easier to jump down than it is to climb up. So yeah, let's see how Miguel goes about this. Really putting those scan dashes to work here.
Yeah, they're not the easiest thing to pull off. So it's very impressive to see them here.
And that ball upgrade just staring us down in there. The other reason I like doing Trial Tunnel first is that when I'm down to like 5 HP and I'm scaring everybody in chat, I can just get a gold drop right in front of Jump Guardian.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm so inclined.
Yep, that looks like we're going to be saying hello to the worm here.
I'm trying to think of anything else we can do right now with this equipment, and unfortunately not a whole lot is coming to mind besides bioenergy production and storage B. We can't do a whole lot in the Torvis region. We have made power bombs, so GFMC, there's 2 checks there.
Yeah, opting for Morbus now, not the most unbelievable check, but...
Oh, right. We don't actually have main PBs. We know about main PBs. And it looks like Miguel electing to preserve light ammo here. Yeah, because going into this, under ideal circumstances, you would only need 30? No, you would need 50 light beam. 10 for phase 1, and 20 for each phase after. Although, doing boostless worm skip is easier said than done with light beam. It's easier with a weapon that has a slower traverse time, like secret missiles, for example. Yeah, this probably isn't going to work. Yep.
It was pretty close, however. That was where the key was. It was in the
temp
drawer.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I definitely see the thought process of just getting this out of the way now because the game gave you the keys too early. So yeah, it's not out of the realm of possibilities that this can have progression. The problem with, yeah, GFMC could also be a one-way screw attack.
That is very much possible. Personally, I'm surprised Schwartz didn't go for it, given that he did a couple safety saves.
And yeah, Miguel's having some real trouble with this one.
Yeah, now that we're out of light beam, we're gonna have to resort to the good old charge beam and missiles.
Yeah, the nice thing about Amorbis is that despite the despite how slow this fight, whoa, nice grab. Ooh, takes advantage of a drop. And no worm grave for us today.
Fortunate.
Alright. Is Amorbis progression? Answer, no.
Nope.
Oh, but
again,
Miguel...
Did you bait?
Maybe not. Miguel is taking the energy.
Oh.
Now, this might just be for the health refill, and also because I don't think... No, with Dart Beam, you can get out of the temple without with a space jump off of the disabled crystal.
Huh. Perhaps there was something in Mining Plaza that we missed.
It was something that was a bit on the glowier
Maybe
side.
That was why Echo Visor was given so early. I think it's all coming together now.
Yeah, because it was a bright object. I thought it was a beam ammo tank. It might have been a visor upgrade. Although I think a visor upgrade would be tougher to see. Maybe it was super missiles. Nah, it couldn't have been super missiles. It wasn't that bright. Super missiles aren't that bright. Only problem is we still can't get Mining Plaza until we get Screw Attack, which...
See, it is getting very interesting.
Alright, and Miguel is going to save here. Just to have that Amorbis kill under his belt. Because, yeah, this traversal back to the portal can be very dangerous because of the Dark Pirates. Now, a little trick I like to recommend is that the Pirates, at least the forward two, I mean, look at that. Miguel just lost a tank and a half in about half a second there, so it is for exactly that reason that Miguel just saved. Now, that being said, a way you can get around that is, as I was trying to say earlier, is you can light beam the farthest crystal away. And what happens there is two of the pirates will just casually walk right into it. The third one might even trail into it, trying to catch up to you, so...
I have to keep that in mind. Those guys will destroy you if you are not careful.
Yeah, because they do 5 damage per hit, and they fire 6 shots per, like 5 or 6 shots per salvo. Alright, Miguel is going to return the Aegon energy, probably peak Mineshaft here.
Quite surprised we haven't seen Screw Attack yet.
I'm actually a little bit surprised too. I mean, I'm glad we're not seeing screw attack right away for a change, but at the same time, it gets a little concerning because if screw attack doesn't show up immediately, then it's going to show up in a bad spot. What else did we not check? We didn't see vent area A, so we could do a pretty good sweep of the temple region here. Something else that Schwartz Gandhi can do that Miguel has not yet had the ability to do so, courtesy of no suit, is Plane of Dark Worship, as chat points out as well.
That is true.
Unfortunately, because Light Beam was where it was, Schwartz Gandhi could not get it immediately after picking up suit. Alright, Mineshaft is a light tank.
Well, a lot of early dead checks.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what we would need to get us to other places. Right now, we need either main power bombs or Dark Visor Seeker's Emerald and Boost to get into Sanctuary. So Sanctuary seems like a pretty far off play right now.
Probably Spider would be a big one right now.
Spider would be really nice right about now. Oh, what is that? The other grapple.
There it is.
Vent Area A locked by Light Beam in Doomed Entry. Ew. That's a terrible spot for screw attack.
I'm definitely going to be opting to get these power bombs now, I imagine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a logical screw attack, so yeah, Mining Plaza is now open. Alright, so Miguel not having... Or yeah, Miguel's going to do the BSJ to get up here faster. Not bad.
There we go. Alright, now we've got a good chunk of stuff opened up to us.
Yeah, that's... Now, the thing is that's not logical. It's still not logical main power bombs, but nevertheless... Yeah, we're going to be seeing some stuff now. And yeah, Schwartz sees those main power bombs and is like, where's my screw attack? Yeah, Miguel, you can't screw attack those crystals.
You're the outlier.
I don't know why Schwartz Gandhi decided not to go into sand processing there. You can shoot the glass with a missile. From the side of the, what's it called? From the side of the gate. From the side of the wall, rather.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure either. Seems that bioenergy is really being neglected today.
It really is. I wonder if our runners are just waiting on super missiles, because Storage C tends to be pretty late to the bandwagon. If it tends to have progression if super missiles are mid to late in the bandwagon.
Like we're finally gonna see what was in Mining Plaza all along.
I have an inkling that this is probably Spider Ball, because that's the only thing I can think of that was particularly bright. Maybe Annihilator Beam, but... Super missiles!
Wow.
We were all wrong.
Super missiles in Mining Plaza.
Yeah, that's... Ew. I mean, that being said, the progression was pretty much all hinted minus screw attack. So, honestly, that could have been a lot worse.
These
But
progression
yeah.
items are weird. We've been getting a lot of... Well, Super Missile doesn't usually come this early.
Yeah, Super Missiles is a really now it makes a lot of sense why Miguel was as Aaron points out in chat to you. That makes a lot of sense why we weren't seeing bioenergy is because everybody wants Super Missiles first to clear it in one go.
Yeah. the pieces have been put together now. The routing makes sense.
So yeah, now Miguel's going to check Storage B, Bioenergy, and Storage C. Now the question becomes, where do we go from here? We now have Torvis access. Seems like Torvis is our next stop here. Oh, never mind. Let's go back for that boost ball.
There's our spider.
Okay.
Now we're getting a boatload of progression.
Well, that would put the main power bombs in logic if it is boost and junction site, so... If that's the case, then we do now have proper Sank access, since Spider and Boost would put main power bombs in logic. Okay, now you have a choice. Personally, I would start thinking about, with Supers in tow, I would start thinking about Torvis, but also do Seekerless Sky Temple Key hints just to check on those while I'm in the neighborhood.
You know, looking like Schwartz is also opting to fight a Morbus.
Yeah, and we know that this is ultimately the correct move here. The light beam, the light beam lock screw attack right now, though, that's... Well, actually, yeah, no, it's light beam locked regardless. But what's... Oh, what was in Storage C? I missed it.
That looked like a dark ammo. To Sank or to Torvis? That is the question.
Alright, so what Miguel's going to try and do here is screw attack into the tunnel and just destroy the laser gates here, just to save a little bit of time on the walk through this. Actually, it saves a significant amount of time. It's like 20-30 seconds.
I mean, this puzzle can be pretty tedious to go through.
Yeah, I do want to get more consistent at this instead of accidentally going too far into the tunnel and falling out of bounds.
Ooh, yeah.
Schwartz Gandhi may have dropped that first bomb a little too late. Don't think that's going to make it. Oh, it is going to make it.
Well done.
Oh, wait. No, the cutscene played.
Wow. I mean, I would be doing this BSJ here instead of opting to go grab boost ball immediately.
Makes sense. If you can do it relatively fast, then this does save you a little bit of time, because Boost is very out of the way right now. It would still require a trip to Doomed Entry and going through Warrior's Walk to go grab. Whereas in the meantime, Sand Processing, you're just coming back here, and then you're pretty much done with labs. You're never coming back to this area again. But I'm sure Miguel, given no suit, will happily take a second energy tank. Haven't exactly had the best energy tank luck so far this seed. Not the worst in the universe. I've seen, you know, first energy tank at 40+ minutes, but... Let's see what Miguel...
Logic probably expecting you to have a suit by this point. That damage reduction.
Probably. Well, actually, for, like, Dark Labs and stuff, not particularly. The only time in particular that Variasuit health would really make a big difference is Hazencliff. That looks like a beam tank.
Yep.
Let's see if Miguel decides to go to Spider's Treasure here. It's perfectly in logic, given the equipment we know. And Hazencliff, going back on the energy tank logic here, we have medium strictness, which means for damage requirements, you need 50% more health than what would be expected under ideal circumstances, which for Hazencliff is 150. So it would be 225 in medium strictness. So with 2 energy tanks, Hazencliff is perfectly in play.
Could be holding it off for the time being, however. Definitely gonna go to Warrior's Walk, grab that boost, and zoom around and roll around at the speed of sound.
Indeed.
I love the all Dark Aegon keys have been collected as you're taking the energy from Dark Aegon Energy Controller.
Gee, it's not like we needed those keys to get in here in the first place, you know. Now, Miguel does have to be a tad bit careful here and make sure that Warriors walk loads first, which it should have by now. Yeah, because if you get hung up, at that door, those in claws will kill you. That is a cheeseburger. All right, and
Schwartz definitely now gonna. Has Schwartz done Mineshaft yet?
I don't think so.
So definitely gonna backtrack for that and go grab those supers.
I don't think Miguel meant to fire a power bomb there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that's a little overkill for the bomb slot.
Okay, so yeah, boost is in logic. Boost was in junction sites, so main power bombs are in logic. So we now have sanctuary access. With this equipment, Sank and Torvis are both equally good plays in my book right now. Because for Torvis, you don't have Secret Missiles or Emerald Translator, but you can do a lot with Super Missiles. Whereas in Sanctuary's case, you can do a lot with Spider Ball and Echo Visor, but you don't have Secret Missiles or Cobalt Translator. So yeah, this is a tough call here.
I'd probably say Torvis.
Torvis does seem like the better play here at the moment, because Secret Missiles don't really make a big deal in Torvis for a while. But on that note, I'm sure these runners could do some secretless locks, no problem.
Yes, certainly. Not the most fun thing to pull off, but they're doable.
Yeah, it looks like our next stop is going to be towards the Meeting Grounds neighborhood on Miguel's side, and I think this is going to be a check, probably a Hall of Honor dead check, followed by Sky Temple Key, Secretless Sky Temple Key hints. Because yeah, of note, we have not seen a single Sky Temple Key yet.
You know, that is true. I haven't really been paying attention to that, but you're right. It's been pretty empty in terms of those.
Alright, the Meeting Grounds hint reveals to us that the Super Missile can be found in Mining Plaza.
Great hint.
Thanks, game. Thanks a bunch. Oh, and Miguel's deciding to forego Hall of Honor dead and instead go for Sky Temple Key hint. Although Sky Temple Key hints with 2 energy tanks and Secretless is not recommended for Various Suit. It's doable. Yeah, it's doable, but not comfortably.
Am I going to be holding it off for now, though?
Did you know that space pirates strangely dislike theft?
Huh.
You wouldn't think that, since they steal the energy cell on the GFS Olympus in the opening of Prime 3, but I think the lore for Prime 3 is that those pirates are like an alternate faction of space pirates that worship Dark Stamus more than anything. If I remember reading the lore right on that. Alright, Wind Chamber Gateway is a cheeseburger, and we're going to route this into Wind Chamber and GFMC itself. This is actually not bad routing here.
Yeah, pretty clever.
That would be Gravity Boost in Wind Chamber. That is out of logic until Secret Missiles show up, but that's not going to stop Miguel.
PSJ method to get on the standable. Got it, nice.
And that is an out-of-logic gravity boost. We probably need that, considering that we haven't seen any Sky Temple keys to... Mental note, roll on side railing from now on, finishing Wind Chamber.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've always wanted to just go into Morph Ball and move forward, but there's a little stub that gets in the way. That's a nice little bit of tech.
Miguel not even bothering to dupe the item in GFMC crate. Oh, it's a Torvis key.
Schwartz finally grabbing that super missile.
That was Torvis key 1.
believe that was 2. Or
Okay.
actually, I'm not sure. It's a Dark Taurus key, I can tell you that.
I've been making it a point now to note exactly where keys are located.
Like we're gonna be taking a one-way ticket to Phazon Grounds.
Yeah, this check is doable just fine with 3 energy tanks. But yeah, I've been making it a point now to note exactly where that's Annihilator Beam.
Hello there.
Well, that actually just gave Miguel another check.
That does give us what is it, in cash? Whatchamacallit?
In cache 1 in Aegon, but it also just opens up Profane Path right here.
Oh yes. That's true.
And that is why Miguel annihilated the pirate. Out of the way, pirate. We're trying to get stuff done here. Profane Path, our first Sky Temple key of the day.
First SEK over 50 minutes in. Wow. You don't see that every day.
No, you do not. Alright, so now Schwartz Gandhi's going back for main power bombs here. He's electing to BSJ off of the central tank here instead of the side tanks. Gets up nonetheless.
I do believe those side tanks can be destroyed by bombs if you bomb enough, however.
Yeah. They can be destroyed by a few things. Screw attack works, power bombs work. There's another red key under save station transport A access.
Roses are red. Violets are blue. Nobody asked for you in Hive Key 2.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, anyway, what I was trying to say before is I've been making it a point to note exactly where keys are located, so that way if we get a proximity hint that specifies exactly what key it's targeting, it's easier to recall those.
That's a fair point. So, I guess the play now is clean up the rest of Temple Grounds.
Clean up the rest of Temple Grounds, probably go to Torvis.
Still have that dark suit, Hive Chamber B, that Miguel is definitely going to be happy about.
Miguel's going to peek Plane of Dark Worship.
Let's see what we got.
That looks important. That looks like another suit.
That does look like another suit. Well done.
Well, how convenient.
Very.
If you're wondering why Miguel seems to still be taking elevated damage, I believe that's because the in-claw damage only gets reduced by 80% the moment you get the suit. You need to reload the room for it to actually count.
Huh. I did not know that.
At least that's what I think it is. Because, yeah, now because Miguel was still taking elevated in-claw damage back there. But, yeah, that's logically light suit, so... Feeding pit anybody?
Yeah, we could be seeing more light suit checks here. I doubt feeding pit's. Nice protect for that. I doubt feeding pit is going to be at the top of the list here.
Yeah, unless, of course, Sky Temple key hints reveal tell otherwise.
Yeah, I do wonder if Miguel's going to go for that now that dark suit and most likely light suit here is going to be secured.
Yeah, Schwartz Gandhi's gonna probably head in this direction relatively soon while doing the temple grounds cleanup. But it could still take a minute. Right now he's still
on that spider.
Yeah. He is right around the corner to it, but
I guess delaying the rest of Dark Labs was a little bit of an inaccuracy.
yeah, with Annihilator and Light Suit being where they are, both being back in Sky Temple grounds, going back for Feeding Pit now is going to be a very tough sell. And in Cache 2 for that matter. It is 2 items, but they're still 2 far away items.
Yeah, we still have a lot left to do in Torvis.
And I think what's also keeping runners away from Torvis and Sank is no translators. Because Torvis with no Emerald Translator is a bit painful because not only are you unable to check the underground tunnel neighborhood, but Emerald and Cobalt each grant 6 hints.
Yeah, we're getting a lot less intel without them.
Although, that being said, a lot of our good intel has already been burnt because we've already seen a Morbus. We know Morbus is dead. Like, it's going to be mostly always hints at this point because we haven't seen any of the Aegon, Torvis, Hive key hints. We've seen none of the red key hints. We've not seen the Chicker, Quad, or Tumos hint. We've seen none of the always hints for bosses or Tumos. And we've seen both joke hints.
But
so
regardless, we still have a lot of progression.
We do still have, yeah, we have a lot of items now too, so.
Also, Defiled Shrine having a key there.
That could be important later. There's still 4 red keys unaccounted for right now. We could have to come back here with Dark Visor. That would be a great key 9 if it is a Sky Temple key.
Yeah, ironically, a vanilla key there would actually be pretty convenient.
Yeah, that's the one thing I like about War Ritual Grounds and Defiled Shrine is that if they are the last Sky Temple keys, then they could just be picked up right away on your way to final bosses.
Alright, Schwartz grabbing the boost ball. A little bit overdue, but we got it now.
Can't quite see what that was in War Ritual Grounds, but I don't think it was a Sky Temple key. And yeah, we're going to see Secretless Sky Temple from Miguel. Plenty of time, courtesy of Light Suit.
Ooh, almost.
Yeah, chat brings up a great point as well that with Secret Missiles being required for gravity, well, that only leaves Secret Missiles out of a couple of spots, unfortunately, which is Transit Tunnels East and South and Alpha Block. There we go.
Here we go.
All right, so we are missing.
Write these down for posterity.
All right, we have Transit Tunnel East. Would you look at that?
There's Transit 1.
All right, that's free. Poison Bog.
Oh.
Good thing we already have Light Suit.
I don't think Miguel is a fan here.
Nah, just probably writing them down. I usually write them down in batches of 3 myself.
Ah.
Main Gyro Chamber. We need Echo and Annihilator, which we conveniently have already. Dynamo Works. We might need Cobalt Translator. Cat West. We definitely need Light Suit.
Yeah, we that's important. Last but not least.
These are spread. Vault. All right, that's free.
Okay.
Yeah, with Light Suit being at where it is, actually, yeah, we just need Dark Visor, and that's seat over. And Abandoned Worksite, and that's definitely free, so...
Congratulations, Cosmo and Cestrio.
Okay, so yeah, those keys aren't too bad given what we have. We are just looking for Dark Visor.
Dark Visor on Aryan.
It could happen. One of the 2 visor upgrades is enough to put Aryan Logic after the entry prerequisites.
We still have left Sank and Torvis completely untouched, so a lot of room for Dark Visor to be relatively early.
Fortunately, also a lot of room for Dark Visor to be relatively late.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Oh, is Miguel going to try and get through this crystal switch? Let's see. I think you have to basically time your bomb jump so that you're not going up too fast when you're going to the top of this. Yep, too fast.
Oh. Interesting trick here. I'm not familiar with this one.
Me neither.
Like this.
I remember seeing DCR doing something similar to like this last year.
Schwartz also going to be checking the hits now, looks like.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Miguel decided to give up on it. But yeah, it looks like Schwartz Gandhi is thinking about doing the seekerless, the out-of-bounds screw attack tunnel seekerless method. But to do so needs to clear the laser eyes. This is my preferred method just because screw attack is my favorite movement system in the entire game.
Only having one tank going to be a little bit quick about this.
Yeah, he's got about a minute, a little over a minute at the moment.
Still definitely enough, but you gotta manage your time.
Yeah, unfortunately, what's happening now is Schwartz Gandhi is in the temple entryway's ether box, and that screws up doing the ether jump. Personally, I like to go to the other side of the door.
Yeah, you're gonna have to back up for that.
In order to do this, and yeah, it looks like Schwartz Gandhi's going for a quick health refill. Doesn't get a great one, but it's gonna buy him a minute.
It's gonna be a little tight.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to load War Ritual Grounds and ether jump up that way. All right, that's the abandoned worksite key for Miguel. Light ammo tank in Forgotten Bridge, and that's an immediate dip into Dark Torvis.
Yeah, now we're seeing the cleanup.
Okay, so yeah, now Schwartz Gandhi's going to go up and over. That looks like only a lousy 10 drop, but it looks like the drops aren't catching in the charge beam.
Uh-oh. This does not look too good.
Okay, ceiling warped in, so... Yeah, Schwartz Gandhi is going to have to stop for a minute in this light field.
And we got our ETM. Lovely.
Alright, so unfortunately no Poison Bog Sky Temple key. And we're going to see Cache A Seekerless now from Miguel. This is another one of my favorite Seekerlesses. Personally, I like doing it at long range from the mushroom. It's just how I was trained.
There. Hold on. Oh,
Cobalt translator. Well, there's a good chance we need that.
so where could our seekers be?
Well, they can be anywhere that's not really locked by gravity, which unfortunately that includes a significant chunk of Sanctuary. So yeah, I'm still a little concerned about Seeker missiles right now. There was also a missile-related upgrade in Battleground, if I'm not mistaken, so that could also be Seeker missiles.
Yes, that's true. There is a decent chance that could be lying somewhere insane.
Yeah, I'm personally inclined, based on where Spider Ball was, I'm inclined to believe Spider's treasure somewhere. Alright, we're getting our Path of Roots check. That is another red key.
Ooh. Dark Tortoise Key 3. I don't want to say it, but could we see Seekers on Chica?
We could see Seekers or Dark Visor on Chica. You don't need... Seekers are not required for Chica and Logic.
There's a chance, albeit not the highest chance.
Vanilla Cheeseburger in Great Bridge.
Oh.
Schwartz Gandhi took a KO to the Spankweeds on the way out of, not the Spankweeds, to the Laser Eyes. Oh no, did it on purpose. Never mind.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether or not that was a purposeful one.
I thought it was to the Spankweeds. I just saw it on the playback. Alright, so we're going to see probably just a safety save for Miguel here. Yeah, definitely want to be half safe than half sure. I've gotten a little bit OTT about safety saving myself after crashing in GFMC last week, so hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Yeah. That's always unfortunate.
Ooh, gets the wall boost. Nice job, Miguel.
I love those wall boosts.
Wall boosts, all I can do with them is just eyeball it and hopefully get the boost on the right time. Not much else I can do about it.
It's not exactly something that's easy to be consistent at, given that it's more frame perfect than it is, I guess, visually time-based.
Alright, so Schwartz Gandhi's going to elect for Temple Grounds cleanup, so we're going to get to see Dynamo Chamber here, which I don't think we've seen, but it's a missile tank.
For a moment I thought it was Seekers who got interested, but fortunately not.
Now this is actually good for Schwartz Gandhi because he is going to happen upon Annihilator Beam pretty soon. And we do know that is an item that must be picked up. And for that matter, that Schwartz Gandhi is passing up Plane of Dark Worship, though. So that's going to be, unfortunately, missing out on the required light suit. Alright, what is this in Torvus Energy Controller? Is it the last Torvus key? It's the last Torvus key!
Well then.
That's concerning on a number of different levels.
Will Miguel do anything about it, I wonder?
Without Secret Missiles, Chica's a tough sell. Without Secret Missiles, Chica slows down tremendously. Especially adult.
Well, would Seekers even be in logic to fight Chica, though?
You can fight Chica without Seekers and Logic. It would just be a very slow and painful fight. Now, if we can find Cannonball sometime before then we don't even have to have this conversation, but... Alright, we're going to see Miguel do underground tunnel here.
We got an ETM.
Just wall crawl around that. And what Miguel's going to do here is trigger the pirate fight in this room. That should force load Grove and put Miguel exactly in the right spot for safety.
Looks like you got it.
Schwartz Gandhi is going to do the... I got a little concerned a minute because the music stopped. I was like, where are the pirates? But
No, they're still there.
what is that in the... I cannot see what that is.
Doesn't look like anything important.
Alright, Meditation Vista is an energy tank.
Not bad to have.
Schwartz Gandhi is electing for the screw attack method to get gravity here in GFMC, which is, again, also my preferred method. But I think what Schwartz Gandhi is doing... You can't go too far left here without, on this... landing on the standable without risk of soft locking, but the way I like to do it is slope jump sideways, so I have a little less... I'm moving a little less horizontal... I have a little less horizontal momentum getting to the point. Something else I recommend doing for the screw attack method as well is to try and time 2 screws really close to each other so your height is already near the top, and just get out of that second screw real quick. Like that.
There we go. I guess now we're going to be seeing a lower Torvus play.
That does seem quite likely. Without Emerald, it's going to backside of Torvus is a bit of a tough sell. That being said, it's possible Dark Visor could be behind Emerald Translator. But yeah, with the super missiles, we don't need to do... so I like to call the Dark version, where you're dropping down Cash B. I call that Cash B Chasm, just because it rolls off the tongue better. Beam ammo tank and Hydro Dynamo chamber. No secret missiles, though, so we kind of have to take the long way around.
Could have also opted to do air underwater. Personally, I like doing that. Actually, does air underwater work if you have gravity boost?
It does work if you have gravity boost, but it's not really necessary if you have gravity boost. Unless you want to screw attack secretless, do secretless Hydro Dynamo station.
Well, it's pretty easy. I like it.
Alright, so Schwartz Gandhi did find Annihilator Beam and is going to be heading to Profane Path now to pick up that Sky Temple key. Alright, we know this is a Sky Temple key as well. Transit Tunnel East here. So yeah, folks, we're on a hunt for Dark Visor. Now, Dark Visor could still be hinted. There's still 12 unchecked hints in the pool. Make it 13 because we haven't seen 14 for that matter. Because we haven't seen Fortress Transport Access or Mining Station B. I'm
still
trying...
a lot of intel up in the air here.
Yeah, and 7 of those hints are always hints. Because we haven't seen any of the 3 key hints, 3 red key hints. We haven't seen any of the 4 boss and Tumos hints. So that's still 7 item-specific related hints unaccounted for.
Definitely feel like Sanctuary is calling now that we have Cobalt.
Yeah. And we could clear out... we can't do Hive Dynamo Works, but we can check both items on Spider Guardian. Under ideal circumstances, we wouldn't need to fight Spider Guardian. The key would be in the tunnel. And you can either do the Slope Jump Instant Morph, the BSJ instant morph, the screw attack into the tunnel. Take your pick. There's plenty of ways to break that tunnel item. Doesn't look like Dark Visor in Gathering Hall. I think the way I would route Lower Torvis if I had gravity but no Seeker missiles is... Oh, Miguel's just going to go ahead and scan this and go around, I guess.
I believe that was a missile.
Yeah, I think what I would do in this case... I could do this out of bounds. I haven't... getting back in was the challenge for me last time. If I were doing this route, Lower Torvis, I would start from Gathering Hall and go all the way around to go from Transit Tunnel South to Catacombs and then into Gathering Hall because... And yeah, this is exactly what was giving me trouble. I couldn't figure out where to ceiling warp into Transit Tunnel South to get back out.
Go experimenting to see where it'll work.
Okay,
Oh,
ceiling into Gathering Hall. Okay, I will make a note of that for future reference.
Didn't even have to lay a bomb.
Alright, Schwartz Gandhi's going to go get Plane of Dark Worship. That is going to be his light suit.
Always there.
Yeah, wall boosting the transit tunnels because of that angled slope right in front of the morph switches is a little easier, I would say.
Yeah, it's also just pretty fun.
Looks like Miguel is going to bust out of Under Transit 1 and then just gonna go ahead and bust out here.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Sank is where we need to go next after we're done here.
Yeah, Sank's not a bad idea. The problem... Yeah, I think just Cobalt alone is enough it would be enough of a reason for me to go think about Sanctuary. Just because of the prospect of getting 6, well, in this case 5, because no Sank entrance, 5 relatively easy hints. And much greater item density. I think I agree, Sanks is the better choice right now. Yeah, a bit unfortunate that this Lower Torvis hasn't really played out. Granted, we're only looking for 1 item, and Miguel did need to come down here anyway for the Under Transit 1 and Transit Tunnel East keys. So, yep, we're going to see Sank. So yeah, Miguel grabbed both of the Lower Torvis keys, so yeah, he's going into Sank. Let's see how this plays out, because I would love to know where this Dark Visor is.
It would be hilarious to find Seekers and Hive entrance.
Ew. Well, that would mean Dark Visor would have to show up sometime before that, but even still, there's still a lot of spots Seekers aren't locking at this point, so... I didn't see what that was in main research. Umos 2's reward is the Sonic Boom.
Oh, that's unfortunate. My favorite super combo is now definitely not being picked up.
Alright, it looks like Miguel's going right past Transit Station, so nothing of importance there. Gets a bomb drop.
I believe that was an ATM.
That might have been our 3rd ETM, yeah, because there should be 3 in the pool and tournament settings.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And yeah, it's going straight for Sank map here, just to get it out of the way.
Got a cheeseburger.
It's making me hungry, but I'm having steak for dinner tonight. I don't want to spoil my appetite.
Steak is good. Sounds pretty good right now.
Alright, so Miguel's going to just hop around here to not trigger the Quentin fight.
It's a pretty clean BS chase here.
Yeah.
It was a really good room.
And that is Emerald Translator locked right behind Spider's Treasure. Told you there was something in here.
Yeah, I had a feeling Hall of Combat Mastery was definitely going to be our progression. Now we get all the intel in the world that we need.
The keys to Aegon Temple are irrelevant.
Thank you, game. Nice Aegon key hint in Sanctuary.
Locked by Cobalt Translator, which was locked by Seeker Missiles. Which probably required Super Missiles. Which was locked by Amorbis, because Super Missiles were in Mining Plaza. And is that Dark Visor? That's Dark Visor.
Wow.
Seed solved. Everything was in Spider's Treasure.
Good lord. Alright, now we're essentially in go mode.
Yeah, Miguel doesn't need Seekers for the rest of this. Yeah, where were our keys again?
For CKs, I have them written down here. Trans Tunnel East, Under Transit 1, Poison Bog, Main Trial Chamber, Dynamo Works, Cat West, Fault, Abandoned Work Site, and Profane Path.
Yeah, those are all free. Those don't even need Seeker Missiles.
Yep.
Interesting. Schwartz Gandhi is going for the only one Seeker lock. I usually get the one on the bottom left and then start the then the bottom right, then start the screw. But to each their own. To be fair.
Ooh, not gonna commit to it, however.
Yeah, that Dark Visor Emerald Translator. Those could have been a lot earlier. Because what opened those up? Main power bombs, which was locked by Spider Ball anyway. So yeah, you had access to this pretty much as early as Dark and Light Beam.
Yeah, it was just depending on whether or not you wanted to head straight and clean up what you could in Sanctuary and Credit Torvis.
But yeah, with main gyro being a Sky Temple key, Miguel does have to do the whole puzzle here. Unfortunately, you can't just cannonball the central gyro until after you've completed the puzzle. Because if you do cannonball the central gyro before completing the Echo puzzle, then the item just floats in space, but it's not collectible. Ooh, Schwartz Gandhi is going to do Cash B Chasm here.
Ooh. Yeah, at the end of all of this, all I want to know is where were Seekers this whole time?
We'll find out in the credits for sure. Non-Cash B.
No.
Nope. Unfortunately, yeah, Schwartz Gandhi needs to make sure Under Temple Shaft specifically is loaded here. Okay, so I want to try and see if I got this right for when I do this later down the road. So it's go way back to not accidentally load this pathway. Because usually what I do is I get to the door and then ceiling warp in. Because ceiling warping this room is generally not too bad. You know, by comparison to Transit Tunnel South, for example. Nope. Nope. That's chamber access. There we go. One ceiling warp should sort this right out. A little to the side there. There we go.
There we go. Alright, SDK2 has been secured.
And Sanctuary now has to call the window cleaners. Yes, can we please get a 3 meter by 12 meter pane of angled parallelogram glass? Tempered, preferably.
Surprised they made a cannonball that would directly collide with not just the central part of main dynamo chamber, but also straight into the glass. It doesn't seem like the most smart design from the Luminoth, but I'm not going to judge.
Nice scan dash to get to vault, the edges of vault there. Looks like Miguel's electing to put off Dynamo Works for until the end of the dive here. Because I'm trying to think, what are the keys Miguel has left? This one, this
Dynamo
one
Works, Poison Bog.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think what the fastest way to do this is. I don't know why, but it's the bomb sound for Vault Switch specifically just seems so much more beefy.
Yeah, I heard that. That was peculiar.
Oh, the curl screw there.
I love doing that.
Those pirates in Watch Station are a pain after Vault, but you can kill them in one Sonic Boom if you have Sonic Boom. Too bad it's on Tumos today.
Yeah, I'm especially disappointed about that.
You know where else I found Sonic Boom was actually good for? Hazing Cliff. It can take out both of the rotating orb thingies in one shot.
Really? Huh. Nice scan dash to get across there. Yeah, the movement tech really coming out to shine.
Oh, yes. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Schwartz Gandhi is full clearing. Torvis looking for this Dark Visor is unfortunately just not going to get it. I'm convinced at this point that Secret Missiles are in Battleground. They're either in Battleground or they're right here in Dungeon. But I'm willing to bet Secret Missiles are behind that Dark Visor.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying Hive Entrance because I just have terrible luck with... Whenever I just exist in some sort of Echo Seed, I always get Secret Missiles somewhere terrible.
I wouldn't even call Battleground a terrible spot. It's just that it's so far back considering everything we've done to this point.
Oh, I wasn't saying Battleground was bad. I was thinking like Hive Entrance or something could have our Seekers.
Oh, Hive Entrance would just be hilarious.
Yeah. There was,
is Dungeon accessible without... Is dungeon accessible without gravity? Yes, it should be accessible without gravity. Because under normal circumstances, what you could just do is go to... Oh, actually, yeah, no, it can't be. Because Secret Missiles is locking Gravity Boost, and without Gravity Boost, you would have to use Secret Missiles to get into Training Chamber. So actually, that's a good point that Aaron brings up. Because Gravity is Secret locked, Dungeon can't have Secret Missiles.
One area off the list.
But yeah, I'm convinced it's Battleground in cache. We'll know for sure in the credits even still, but...
Yeah, but Miguel really well played this race.
Yeah, I will say though, that logic chain for super missiles, the screw attack was in a pretty rough spot considering how late Light Beam was, but after that, the seed kind of really did spell itself out here. You know, get supers in Spider, make a quick detour to Spider's treasure to go grab Dark Visor, and then the seed pretty much solved itself, assuming we can find out where Secret Missiles actually ended up being.
Yeah, Seekers may throw a big wrench in the logic here.
Ooh, the Sky Temple key was on Spider Guardian directly. So yeah, Cobalt Translator is required.
Wow. Okay. It would also be quite humorous to find that Chica may have our Seekers.
Oh wow, Miguel's going out the front door to Spider Guardian here. Is this faster to get to the, For a minute, I thought Miguel was going to try and go out of bounds to get Cannonball. Because this is the area to do it.
Yes, that's true, and I do remember a lot of race seeds lately with Seekers and Hive Engines. Yeah, unfortunately, if Schwartz isn't going to be doing that Seeker list, then it's really just about finding Seekers and also Dark Visor in his case, but...
Alright, Cat West had the last key. That makes a lot of sense then. You would want to get to Sanct Temple out of Dynamo Works instead of the Cat East elevator. That makes a lot of sense. And then just bust out of here, bust out of Torvis, go to the Under Temple... Or actually, wait, where is Miguel's last key?
Take a look at the list again. Was it Poison Bog?
Oh yeah, so it's just up this elevator. And then save warp out of Venomous Pond to... Actually, yeah, save warp out of Venomous Pond, because I still think, or actually even better, and maybe the experts can help check with me if I'm right on this, go to Portal Chamber, out of bounds crawl there to Torvis Lagoon, and that should be faster getting to the Sky Temple Gateway portal, if I'm not mistaken. It's either that or save warp out of Venomous Pond. Looks like Schwartz Gandhi is going for the Powerbomb Guardian Gauntlet here.
Going to say that kind of an interesting choice, going all the way to do everything Torvis has to offer before going anywhere else. And Seekers on PB Guardian would be something, to say the least.
Well, here's the thing. Because of the gravity kerfuffle, I don't think Seekers on anywhere in lower beyond Hydro Dynamo Chamber is actually possible. Because in order to navigate the rest of Lower Torvis without gravity, you would have to throw all the switches. And to do that without gravity, you need Secret Missiles to get into Training Chamber.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't think Secret Missiles can be anywhere in Lower Torvis besides Hydro Dynamo Chamber in this particular case.
I'm still saying they're on Hive entrance. I'm locking my guessing.
They could be on Hive entrance. Nothing stopping us. In Cache 2, yeah, it could be any of those 2 remaining checks in Dark Labs and Aegon.
You're on quad. Oh my god.
Could be. Nothing stopping it. Yeah, we were strangely devoid of a whole lot of intel because of the late Emerald and Cobalt. We could have had access to Emerald a little earlier, to be fair, so we could have gotten Emerald hints on the first pass, but to be fair, Spider's Treasure was a bit of a tough sell when super missiles were staring at you in the face from Mining Plaza.
Alright, now just go say hello to Emperor Ink and finish the game. Like Schwartz is finally going to be going to Sank, but without Cobalt, it's going to make things a little less beneficial. Oh, look, that was a tank.
Alright, at this point for Miguel, it's just a straight run to the end here. And since the Seeker Lock is already down from earlier, no need to worry about coming back here. That's something I gotta remember too if I ever do Seekerless Sky Temple key hints, is don't save scum them, because then you have to do Seekerless Sky Temple again.
Yep.
Miguel just getting absolutely pinballed by the laser eyes. But yeah, that Schwartz Gandhi seeing Emerald. He's going to pick up Dark Visor in a minute and be probably a little on the annoyed side.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he doesn't know it, but skipping... Seekers are only required for Cobalt at this point. And yeah, a couple of the Sky Temple keys down below because of the gravity kerfuffle in Lower Torvis, but other than that, those are skippable. But yeah, Seekers are pretty much... Seekers for Cobalt is pretty much the story of that item. Alright, so Miguel, unfortunately, because of having so few missiles, is going to get mostly missile drops from these Ingworm spheres. But still room for 2 power bombs here. Because yeah, these give 10 missiles. Yeah, they give 10 missiles if you're not full on missiles, and then power bombs after. Gets the swag jump through the access door. Nice.
Nice numbers.
Looks like Miguel's electing to preserve Annihilator shots for Dark Samus 4.
Well done, one cycle.
Indeed. Perfect first power bomb.
Yeah, that was really well placed.
That should be a perfect Emperor too.
Yeah, wow.
Nicely done.
Perfect. Now we just gotta say hello to the underside of Emperor here.
Ooh, Empering did give a good pattern there, but Miguel missed that screw.
There we go. Will we see DS4 skip?
Hopefully. Miguel also has a good amount of Dark Beam ammo as well. That's a practice I've been trying to get into as well, as I prefer the Dark Beam strat for Dark Samus 4, just because it's more consistent, at least in my experience. But low Dark Beam ammo does make it kind of tough. So I've been getting into the practice of spending a couple of seconds to grab extra Dark Beam ammo if I can. That is, of course, assuming Dark Samus doesn't just... It also depends on if Dark Samus tanks the missile to the face without throwing up the shield. Alright, so far, Dark Samus is really cooperating. Nicely done.
There we go. Mr. Miguel has officially won. Very well done.
And that's going to be with a time of 1:40.11. Alright, we have sent, I believe we've sent the invite, so we'll see if Miguel wishes to join us for an interview, and that looks to be the case.
Hello.
Oh, Mr. Miguel, that was very well done. Good game.
Thank you. Really, really bad, and I mean, really, really good to see until I realized I needed Dark Visor, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I guess I'll just go to like I saw all the hints, and then I was like, oh, I'm in Gummo, but then I realized Poison Ball, I need Dark Visor, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, but then like when I was in Poison Bog, and I saw my predicament, and I'm like, oh no. But fortunately, I found Cobalt there in the Seeker room that I forgot the name. I think it's
Cache, yeah. Cache Secretless really did save you, because that's something Schwartz Gandhi was not able to do on his first pass through. Did attempt it a few times, but couldn't pull it off. And that's what gave you the Cobalt Translator, which was definitely big given Spider Guardian.
Yeah, like I saw gold, and I'm like, okay, I'm still good. I'll just get the remaining keys here, and then I go to Sanctuary, and maybe I'll find it on the way. Like maybe a hand helps me, and then Killing Chamber. I'm like, yep, I could have gone here ages ago. And I also found Emerald, and I'm like, yep, and I'm like, yep.
Yeah, because that was available as soon as Dark Beam, pretty much. Because then Dark to Light Beam, and then that gave you the chain for boost to, for Spider to boost to power bombs, and then that was your path into Sank.
Yeah, Sank was the neglected middle child of this race.
So then, like, when I got Dark Visor, I was like, hey, this routing actually works really well. I'll go to Vault, or like I'll go through. Actually, no. I beat Spider Guardian. I go to Vault, exit through Cat W. Actually, no. Yeah. From Torbus to Sanctuary, I go get main gyro chamber, then Spider Guardian, then Vault, then Cat W, and then exit to Torbus, and just my way to Poison Bug. Ended up being a really good routing for not getting those items. Where was Seekers, by the way?
We're about to find out.
Question.
We're about to find out.
Okay.
I've been calling Hive Chamber, or not Hive Chamber, Hive Entrance.
Hive entrance, Sanctuary entrance.
Yeah. It couldn't. They actually
Could definitely be Sanctuary entrance because Emerald. I mean, yeah, it could have been Sanctuary entrance because, well, Emerald was early on, like on Falcon Mastery. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, it's going to be a few seconds later on our end because of the restream. But yeah, we actually deduced because of gravity boost that Seekers pretty much couldn't have been anywhere in Lower Torvis past.
I just saw the location.
Yes.
Hive
entrance. Microphone, but oh my god.
Hive entrance.
Really?
Yep.
Good grief.
Oh my god.
You know what the silly thing is?
called
Because of where Light Suit was, it was just past Light Beam and then going to Planet Dark Worship. That could have been gotten around the same time as Dark Visor.
Wow.
I was also really lucky to stumble upon Annihilator Beam, and then like, I might as well check this because I can. I'm like, oh, Annihilator Beam. I guess I can check Profane Path, and oops, STK. Never forget, never again.
Oh wow, Cannonball was in Watch Station. You weren't getting that?
Nah, I was not getting that.
Wow, so Seekers in Hive Entrance and Super Missiles in Mining Plaza.
Yep, Mining
That's quite the
Plaza.
scene
So,
behind.
that was really unfortunate. Looks like we're gonna get Schwartz in here.
Mm-hmm.
The invite been sent out.
Should have been sent out as soon as it was marked on the tracker.
Alright.
But yeah, again, GG's to the both of you. Yeah, I think the story of the seed was Spider's Treasure living up to its name for a change, because honestly, Spider's Treasure has been kind of lackluster these last couple of weeks.
Yeah, definitely.
I've never heard of a Spider Guardian check until now. I required. Hello.
Oh, Schwartz.
Hi.
Welcome to GG.
That scene was bad.
Did you skip Cobalt by any chance?
No, actually, it was in Cache A next to Poison Bog, the Seeker.
Ah, dang it. So
Yeah, you would have been
You
a
wanna know where
while.
Seekers were?
Sand Canyon?
Nope.
Nope.
Hive entrance.
Mm. I
Awful.
gave the Seeker list like one attempt. And then
Yeah.
I was doing so good there. I made like 3 correct plays in a row. Like I was like, oh, I'll just check Phase on Grounds real quick, and that was Annihilator,
Yeah, that was
and I
me
could
too.
do Profane Path right away. And then I went to Planet of Dark Worship, and that was Light Suit.
It's funny. Miguel actually got Plane of Dark Worship first as his first suit, then Hive Chamber B. You went to Hive Chamber B earlier when you got bombs a bit on the later side.
Yeah, I kind of forgore with the bombs there for a little bit. That Storage Cavern B was a thing. But yeah, my big mistake is that I never went to check Spider Side for Dark Visor in Emerald. If I had done that earlier, I could have been checking hints when I was in Torvis, and then I would have gotten Poison Bog first trip.
I didn't check Hall of Combat Mastery until very late. Like, I was coming from Torvis. I actually went to Poison Bog. I don't know if you already said that when you were here, but I went to Poison Bog thinking I was in Gomo, and I'm like, oh no, I need Dark Visor.
I did the exact same thing, actually.
Yeah, and then I opened Cache A, and then like, oh, this is Cobalt. And then I was like, okay, this is good. I'll just get these keys. Like, they're on lower turbos. I can just go to lower turbos, get those keys, and take the elevator to Sank. And maybe with the Cobalt, I get a hint that I get Dark, what tells me where Dark Visor is. But then I went to Calling Chamber, and I'm like, oh, here it is. And I'm like, yep. Also with Emerald. So that pretty much tells me, like, I should have gone to Sanctuary, like, right away after I got Power Bombs.
Yeah.
Always a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Also the funny Morbis. And
yeah.
Morbis
That was. I almost was like, I was kind of panicking there when I was on my way to a Morbis because I didn't have Screw Attack yet, and I was thinking I was going to have to E-dash into Mining Plaza, but luckily, I made the play to check Vent A, and that had the other grapple, and I was so relieved.
I didn't do that there either. Like, I wanted to find Screw Attack because I don't know how to do the extended dash. So like, I returned the energy. I'm like, okay, let me just check these. I checked Mine Shaft first, then I'm like, I didn't check Ventilation Area, so I'm gonna go there, and then I'm like, oh, that's the other grapple. Okay, I got Power Bombs and then Supers, and yeah.
Something I've been
Yeah.
kind of training myself lately is if you have light beam, don't neglect vent area A because it does seem to creep up on people a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Sanctuary afterwards. Like
Yeah.
Hall of Combat Mastery, Cooling Chamber, like what was it
Hazing
called?
Cliff.
Hazing Cliff. I can guarantee you that they'll always have something like
Yeah.
don't even doubt it. Just go there right away after you get power bombs.
Yeah,
was pretty much
delaying
the-
it was a big part.
That was pretty much the story in 2020, especially if I remember correctly. Probably 2021 as well.
Yeah. So anyway, maybe if I checked Sank early on, this could have been a lot shorter. But nah, I didn't bother to check because I have a lot of other checks to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have been able to get Hive entrance pretty early, actually, for Seekers. That was really the main thing that kind of diverged me. Because if I had that, I would have checked Cache.
I don't think I would have checked Hive entrance either way. I didn't have light
Yeah.
suit.
Yeah, well, Light Suit was very early considering because it was playing Dark Worship and Hive Chamber B. You had Screw Attack and Power Bombs, so you could pretty much actually get all the way there.
Yeah, I got
But-
Dark Suit in like 50 minutes in or something in playing of Dark Worship. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll consider checking hints now that I have Dark Suit, now that it's way safer. But then I found Light Suit and I'm like, okay, now I'm definitely checking hints.
Yeah,
And then yeah, that was my thought process.
You know, that was a C to say the least.
Yeah, this one of the longer sides of seats.
Yeah, I think something else that complicated things in our minds is that when we didn't connect the dots until about 10 minutes before things wrapped up, but because gravity was locked by Seeker missiles because of Wind Chamber, Seekers basically couldn't have been anywhere in Lower Torvus past Hydro Dynamo Chamber.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. I was like, I'm pretty sure I got something out of Logic. I just couldn't remember what it was. Yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
like remember that. Need to remember that BSJs are not in Logic, but I guess it didn't matter that much in the end.
Yeah. But nevertheless, I'm really proud of this seed. This was probably like one of my best routed seeds ever, considering.
Yeah, nothing much to say about the seed. It was longer side. It was bad. Getting
It was bad to say the least.
yeah, Spider Gardening especially. Yeah. Yep.
Jeez, we've had so many races with Seekers and Hive entrance lately. There's been like 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Good. Hive entrance was neglected in a couple of other tournaments lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah,
you could argue, given the circumstances, that it's part of Spider's treasure.
I
In this
guess.
seed.
I guess it's just that you need way more stuff for it. Oh.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna head out because I have stuff to do. Thank you
Yeah,
for having me in. GG on race.
GG.
Yeah, we'll wrap things up here. Thank you
Alright.
guys for interviewing. Good game.
Alright.
Well played from both of you.
Mhm.
Thanks. I'm gonna leave now. Have a nice day.
Yeah, likewise. We'll wrap things up here, stream. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
And, we've got another race coming up in about half an hour. It's Captain MD versus... Who are you facing again? It was...
I am going up against Inner Slice,
Yes, that's right.
and
well,
that is
good luck.
going to be a great match. But yeah, we
I'm
also
You go.
we also want to shout out our wonderful tracker Baja Blood, who has been doing both the setup and the tracking today. So major props to Baja for double tasking there. Much
Yeah, did
appreciated.
a wonderful job. Thank you, mate.
But yeah, folks, our next race is in just a half an hour. It'll be Inner Slice and me going at it on SG5, and we got multiplayer pickups enabled, so that's going to be quite an explosive festival.
Hey.
We hope.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, good luck.
Definitely. Alright, we'll head off stream. Thank you for watching again. And we will see you next mission.
See you next mission, folks.
Later, chat.